everybody, my name is Maddie, and today we are going to be talking about my top 10 television series on Netflix. There are a few things that qualify a TV show to be in this specific video. First thing being that all of the seasons have to be on Netflix or a certain amount of seasons, meaning that there can't just be 2 or 3, there's got to be like 10. So you can watch a lot consecutively and then go on to watch it on TV. The second thing you should know is that there will be spoilers. Before I talk about whatever is going to be a spoiler, I'll say spoiler just so you know. And just to clarify, just being sure everybody knows here, these are all my opinion. These are all of the TV series I've watched that can be in this category. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up just right now or at the end, whenever you want, because if you do, if you enjoy it, I'll make another video talking about my top 10 TV series that are still on TV right now that only have a couple seasons on Netflix, like New Girl or Switched at Birth. Coming in at number 10 is The Office. So if you've watched The Office out there, you might be wondering like, Maddie, what the heck, why is The Office number 10? The Office was one of the hardest shows I've ever made myself watch. And the only reason I really watched it was one, because everyone was like, oh, it's so good. I'm like, okay, maybe it will get better. Maybe it'll get better. And the second reason I wanted to continue watching was because I wanted to see if Jim and Pam got together. As the seasons went on, I kind of grew fonder of the characters, but oh my gosh, I cannot even explain to you how much I disliked Michael. I had a boss in high school who acted just like Michael, only he wasn't like trying to be nice and silly. He was an awful man. So when I watched The Office and I saw Michael and just what he did and how he dealt with things and how he ran the office, oh my gosh, it drove me nuts. It drove me absolutely nuts. It was good, but it was not worthy of being on the list more. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, these are all my opinions, so tell me what you think down below. We can all share our opinions. Coming in at number 9, Friends. Now I know you think I'm crazy because I put number 9 as Friends. I do have a reason. Once again, it's only one word, the reason, and that word is Ross. He was always so whiny and like, I don't know, I just can't even explain, like, you know, he's like that one character that messes stuff up for everyone else. And the number one reason I don't like Ross, and now we're going into a spoiler, so if you don't want to hear this, go to the next number. So Rachel is going off to France, I think, somewhere like that, somewhere amazing like that, to follow her dreams and do what she loves. And she tells Ross, I'm pretty sure she tells him like, hey, tell me now if you don't want me to go. And he never does. He's like, yeah, go do your dreams. And so she's like, okay, I'm going. But then he tries to do like the whole super romantic prince night thing, and he goes to try to stop her at the airport. He goes to the wrong airport, thank goodness, but then he tries to get in contact with her and leaves her a message on her phone, and then she gets off the plane, and that's where it leaves us. Here's my thing, if Ross really loved her, he would want to figure out a way that she could go and live her dream, and either he could stay and do his dinosaur thing. Dinosaur? Yeah, he was a dinosaur guy. He could stay and do his dinosaur thing, she could be in France, or he could go with her, or something like that, but why make her stay? To me, going off and living your dream is the ultimate thing, and I would not give it up for a boy. So that is why Friends is number 9 on this list. Coming in at number 8, we have Greek. And if you've never watched this show, I don't blame you. I don't know. I feel like it was something that was on for mostly teenagers. I don't know. Like, I can't complain about it. There's nothing that I would like change. It was just a fun college, like the college experience in Greek houses. I don't know. It was lots of fun. It was cute, cheesy, and there was romance in it, which was fun. It didn't make me angry like number 9 or 10 did, so it is on the list as number 8. Number 7 is Glee. I will forever be a Gleek and proud of it, even with that last season, that weird, awful last season. I will forever be a Gleek and proud of it. I related to so many different characters in so many different ways, and I loved musical theater, so definitely a bonus for that. Lea Michele's voice is fantastic, but I think the writers really screwed her over on Glee because I hate her. And not in like not a personal way, obviously. When I heard her voice in that weird Wizard of Oz movie on Netflix, I was like, no, why do we do this? She doesn't get the solo again. Like, she will forever be Rachel Berry to me, and I just can't. But Glee was a really big thing for me. It will always be in my heart, which is why it's at number 7 today. Number 6, Scrubs. Probably one of the best shows I've watched on Netflix. These next 6 are all pretty much a tie, like one is barely above the other. So just beware of that. Scrubs was like warm and heartfelt and just, it was silly, but it had its serious moments, and it was just so cute. It was so much different from House. Like, though they're on such different spectrums of things. Definitely didn't want that one to end. I loved Scrubs so much. The only downfall for me with Scrubs was that it was only half an hour long. That was it. That was the only downfall. The only bad thing about that show was the time it ran. So cute. Not cute in the like, oh, pinch your cheeks cute way, you know, but like, it's just good. It's a good one. Number 5, White Collar. I watched White Collar so fast, and they just barely put the 6th season on Netflix, I think, or recently, so I just finished watching it, and oh no, oh my gosh. Okay, let's start from the beginning. First of all, I never thought I would have liked the show. My brother recommended it to me. He's like, it's this cool cop show, but there's also like the bad guy who's helping the cops, and I'm like, no. But I was on a hiatus. I couldn't find another show, so I'm like, I'm gonna give this a try. What? I'm glad I did. It's really kind of an exciting thing to be able to be in the villain's head. I guess the villain, the very attractive villain. It's kind of cool to see how he would do things as opposed to the cops and the FBI. It was a really cool concept. Might I add though, the last season was a ripoff. All I can say is, why can't you give us like a full season, like at least 12 episodes? I don't know, most seasons have like 20 episodes, right? Here's a spoiler, kind of, I don't know. The ending was so very, very sad, and I could not handle myself. 15 minutes before the show ended, I was going to flip my lid. I'm like, are you kidding me? You can't end it like this. You know, the whole time I was like, he's not dead. He can't be dead. That's not real. And I was right. Yeah. I'm sure every other person out there watching was thinking the same thing as me, but you know. Still, I hated to see it end so soon because it only had 6 seasons, and I don't usually watch shows like that because they only have so many seasons, and it really bugs me when I can't watch like 10 seasons of something. Coming in at number 4 is Grey's Anatomy. If you have ever watched any seasons of Grey's Anatomy, or you are watching it currently, you're probably going to relate to a lot of the things I'm about to say. So I've said this before, and I'll say it again, and it's not even a spoiler, okay? Everybody dies. It's going to continue to happen. I read an article, this is a little bit of a spoiler, but I read an article that Meredith is going to be killed off in the next season. That could be a big rumor. I hope it is, because they can't just kill, another spoiler, McDreamy and then kill Meredith. What? So if you're going to watch Grey's Anatomy, the only thing I can say is don't get attached to characters, because I sure did. And okay, can we talk about the end of season 11? It had me in tears forever. And to end this topic of Grey's Anatomy, I would just like to ask, why does everyone die? Moving on from that sad thing is number 3, Bones. Bones, along with Grey's Anatomy, is still on TV, and it has so many seasons on Netflix. The difference between Bones and Grey's Anatomy is that we had to wait so much longer for Booth and Temperance to get together, so when they finally did, it was like a sweet melody. It was so beautiful. I loved how in every episode there was a new murder to solve, you know, something to solve, but there's always kind of a bigger problem happening. I think a really big point that drew me in was that most of the characters in this show were successful underdogs. Here come with the top 2, and I had a really hard time deciding, but there was one thing that helped me decide, and I will mention that in just a minute. So coming in at number 2 was House. House was one of my favorite shows to binge watch. He was just so smart, so amazing, but he was so sassy, and his struggles with relationships, both professional and personal, were relatable for so many reasons to so many people. It was a very real kind of show. This might be a spoiler, I don't know, but the very last episode was so amazing. It was literally the most perfect way to end that show. And that brings me to the reason why House is number 2 and not number 1, because I don't think I could watch it again because of how it ended. I know that might sound weird, but I feel like if I watch it again, I'll almost be ruining what happens at the end, because I know, and I don't know, it's all about that element of surprise, and that is why number 1 is Lost. I've watched every single episode of every single season of Lost 3 times. And I'll probably watch it again, to be honest, and it's because every time I watch it, I realize something new. I put new puzzle pieces together. And Lost has a very special place in my heart because it was the first show I ever binge watched. My parents would literally be like, okay, we can watch Lost as soon as you finish your homework, and we would all like, hurry, do the homework, and then hurry, run downstairs so we could all watch Lost together, because if we started at like 6, we could watch 3 or 4 episodes before bed. And every time I've watched it, it's only gotten cooler, which is why it's at number 1, because I can watch it and I can think about it all the time. It's like this big puzzle, like I said, and it's amazing. And that is my whole list, the top 10. If you've listened to my rambling thus far, thank you so much. Give this video a big thumbs up for yourself because you've listened to me talking for this long. My home phone's ringing. Let me know down below what is your number 1 TV series to binge watch on Netflix. And don't forget to subscribe, this is subscribing, for more videos just like this every single week. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!